Carthage or the Sea Empire. Since antiquity, the Carthaginians dominated the maritime trade in the Mediterranean Sea, which allowed them to open many global markets. Located at the junction of the eastern and western Mediterranean basin, Tunisia enjoys a privileged geographical position which makes it a regional hub for investment and maritime trade. This geographical advantage allows the prosperity of the port trade in Tunisia. Entry into service at the end of 1988, the commercial port of ZARZIS has become a huge focal point for the distribution and reception and an interterritorial communication hub thanks to its strategic position. Its diversified economy is made up of an emerging industrial fabric. The port ensures the treatment of different traffics for the export and import of refined hydrocarbons, salt extracts, agricultural products such as tuna and olive oil. The port of ZARZIS is located on the eastern coast of Tunisia, 50 kilometers from Djerba ZARZIS International Airport, 75 kilometers from Libyan borders, 402 kilometers from the Algerian borders of Hezwa. The commercial port of ZARZIS, modern infrastructure, adequate quays, large basins and hangars. It is equipped with 2 passenger terminals and a ferry terminal. To revitalize the port of ZARZIS, investment estimated at 1.5 million dinars have been deployed by the OMMP in 2017 for the development of passenger terminals over an area of 5,000 square meters. It is equipped with all modern facilities required for customs and police formalities. In July 2017, the port experienced the first passenger traffic. It is estimated that by 2025, 60,000 passengers and 25,000 cars will pass through the port. The number of passengers increased respectively from 3,000 in 2017 to 11,400 in 2018. This terminal has a reception structure for pedestrian passengers on an area of 700 square meters, built according to modern architecture, encompassing all facilities for arrival and departure. The piloting operation. Piloting is always active, a service allowing total availability 365 days a year and 24 hours a day. The captain retains command of his ship. The pilot gives the necessary route, helm and machine instructions for the control of the ship. Maritime security is a priority at the port of ZARZIS. The pilots, who are experts in local navigation, have a good knowledge of the shoals, tides, currents and maneuvering. They ensure accident prevention and traffic flow. There's a variety of protective authorities, customs, border guards and several advanced maritime protection posts. Tags are required, providing traction power to pivot the vessel during docking or departure. The Port Authority decides the location given to the ship based on its cargo and size. Parking can be very precise depending on the manifolds provided for the unloading of its cargo. Thanks to its oil terminal, the port plays an essential role in the reception, storage and the distribution of energy resources in the south of Tunisia. This terminal, operated by the SSTC, has a specialized wharf and 1,200 meters underground pipelines used by oil companies to supply southern regions with diesel, petrol and the neighboring airports with kerosene. Embarkation or disembarkation of goods takes from 4 to 8 hours. However, the shipment of certain products such as salt, including 850,000 tons, transit every year from ZARZIS. This requires 2 to 3 days, unlike ro-ro freight or containers. Goods stevedoring and handling operations are carried out by GMZ and STAM, which simplify the freight of the ship in stowage on predetermined time and costs. Foreign and national companies are located near the port operations, with advantages related to natural resources, logistics, and appropriate position, in order to improve their business grounds inside and outside the area. For the export of its salt production, Côte d'Uzal has storage silos and a gantry crane for the transportation of this product to the dockside vessel. These companies take advantage of their proximity to the port of ZARZIS in import and export, which deals with different export and import traffic such as salt extracts, petroleum products, chemicals and agricultural products. In 2018, freight traffic reached 1,200 million tons with forecasts of 3,000 million tons in 2025. Agricultural activities linked to the port, such as thermal agriculture, have experienced significant growth in the past few decades, taking advantage of proximity. In the short term, the management of the port seeks to install a regular line for the transport of containerized goods in ro-ro, such as tuna, packaged olive oil, cherry tomatoes, and packed dates. In addition to its activities of passenger traffic and various cargoes, and thanks to its beautiful infrastructures, the port of ZARZIS is one of the destinations most appreciated by cruise ships in the western basin of the Mediterranean. It includes Djerba, the island of dreams, and its suburbs, namely the city of ZARZIS, the Sahara, the Ksurs of Chenini in Tataouine, the oasis of Tozeur, the Berber villages of Matmata, and many other marvelous sites to visit near the port, which makes it a port with great potential for the development of cruise activity. ZARZIS is one of the largest cities in Tunisia in terms of inhabitants and one of the oldest cities of the southern Mediterranean, which are characterized by their generosity and their tolerance towards minorities. In the heart of the Mediterranean, connected to ZARZIS by the Roman road, Djerba, charmed by its unique atmosphere, is made up of luminous simplicity and captivating serenity. Tataouine, the hidden treasure. This big city in the south of Tunisia, with its desert, its mountains, and its warm climate, keeps its visitors a joyful sharing, a human heritage, celebration, and hospitality, in addition to other modern features in terms of business models and the advancement of the community behavior. Tozeur snuggles up against an immense oasis of several hundred thousands of palm trees. It surprises, fascinates and plunges the scenery to a few hours from Europe. The burning light of the Great South pours into the avenues of the city. It makes its way through the alleys of the old district and between the high blonde brick facades. A project to extend the port of ZARZIS by 2040 plans the construction of a cruise dock, a logistics area, an industrial area and a container terminal. The port aims to be attractive for setting up high-tech activities in the whole of its space. Added to this, there is an imperative desire to open the port on the big cities of the Algerian southeast, the Libyan north, African countries, as well as Europe.